What's going on, Paisanos? V here, and today I have my Voice deck. I've been playing this deck for a while, and I played basically every version of Voice, from Melodious to Branded to what I'm using right now is Pure. I'm gonna go to main side extra. Once I go over that, I'll give you guys the whole breakdown about the deck. Right off the gate, it's a 45 card deck. We're rocking 3 low, 3 Saphira, 3 Divina. For the one ofs, Trias Hierarchia and Seravis. Rituals, we got double Skull Guardian, double Seravis, Odd Pendulum Graph Dragon. For some hand traps, some of the hand traps, we have 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, double DD Crow, and I'll just go down here and yeah, we're running 3 Infinite Impermanence as well. So these are all the hand traps. I'll get to the reasons for these in a second. For spells, 3 Barrier of the Voice, 1 Blessing, 3 Prosperity, 3 pre-prep, double prayers, 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Instant Fusion, and of course we're playing the Voice Trap Radiance. So this is the main deck. Once again, like I said, it's 45 cards. I'll give you guys my reasons and choices in a few for some of the cards. The side deck isn't really completely done. I'll just go over it quickly because I'm still working on it. No Forbidden Droplet, triple Dark Rule No More, 1 D Barrier, double Thrust, 3 Evenly Matched, 1 Duster, and 3 Cyclone. So I won't really go into too much details with this. I actually got to work on this some more, so I'll probably have an updated video maybe in the future talking about the changes with this. But for the extra deck, I think I kind of like how it is. We got Double Datamundo, SP Little Knight, Lina, Secure Garnet, Salamangreat Almirage, Relinquish Anima, Axis Code Talker, Odd Media Burst Dragon, Herald, Chaos Angel, Entis, Millennium Restrict, Mud Dragon, and Typhon. I think this is the most straight up version of the extra deck. A lot of people like to put out weird tech options. I think this is a perfect extra deck. I don't have any issues with any of these cards. I saw some people trying to play 3 Datamundo. If you're going to 3 Datamundo, you're really, that's a really rough game. I think better to scoop and save time. Lina actually is a very good card. Obviously we have Axial Talker. You can kind of do it like that, but one thing about Lina that I really do like is that when you play the mirror match, Lina just becomes that much better of a card. And a lot of people don't really look at the mirror match like it's anything, but this card actually is huge in the mirror match. I just think that a lot of people will need to if you play test the mirror match more, this is definitely going to be the card you're going to want to use. If you notice, I don't play IP Masquerena. So the problem with IP Masquerena is use a lot of resources, and a lot of people have issues with this deck already as resources, because it's not really heavy on the resources out the gate. It takes a while to establish that, and opening your combo going IP Masquerena into a SP is nifty, but there's another line that I like to do that I'll show you guys in a second. Before I begin, I get a lot of questions on all my accessories, everything I use, so I'm going to show you guys real quickly. I use Imperium Duelist Pegasus sleeves. That's the white sleeves you're seeing right over here. I'm trying the Dragon Shield outer mats. It's called Dragon Shield Matte Clear Outer Sleeves. So these are Japanese ones right here. This is the ones I'm testing out for the deck. And then for my border sleeves, I actually used Imperium Duelist border sleeves. These are called Cherubs. They look really nice, but they have tons of other ones, and these are the ones I actually also use as well. So they have a ton of selection. Once again, links to be down below if you want to check that out. For the deck box, why not? I use amazing Power Grow deck boxes. Once again, another Imperium Duelist deck box. Double deck box over here, and then you got your dice and all that stuff down here, but down below. Imperium Duelist dice as well. The Hook ones, everyone loves these. And of course, the Goat ones. These are absolutely amazing dice. So I use that. You're seeing all this stuff here, all this stuff, my field centers. That's from me, actually, from my website, YGOPaisano.com. Alright, so going back into it. Once again, I think the extra deck is perfect. I don't really go into Typhon as much, but I'll tell you right now, between IP Masquerena and Typhon, I think Typhon's better. Especially if you break a board and you don't have enough to reset your board, you just go into a Typhon. It's better than just summoning a monster and praying. And it actually does come up a lot, actually, at times, and it does help a lot. Alright. So the main deck's 45 cards. Obviously, a lot of players want to play 40 cards, but in this kind of meta, you might have to play more than 40 because we have so many selections, because the ban list we have is pretty ass. So you can play a lot of cards, and everyone tries to fit as many cards as possible. We'll go over a couple of things. This is for the most part normal. I'm seeing some people play 2 pre-preps. I really don't like 2 pre-preps. I like 3. It's a +1. Like, why would I not have a +1? Like, I don't understand the meaning of like going, oh, I don't want to draw less +1. That it's just weird to me. 3 prosperity, once again, same mentality. Like, I want to see my cards. Everything pretty much for the most part is the same. The hand traps is definitely different, so we'll talk about the hand traps right now. 3 Imperm, I think everyone runs 3 Imperm. So these are this is kind of not standard. This is what everyone runs, and this is kind of like hit or miss. Joel Lockbar, I think, is a huge card because if you pair with any other hand trap, it basically shuts down your opponent. And I think everyone kind of forgot about that because against pure Snake Eyes, Joel Lockboard is not as good. But Snake Eyes Fiendsmith, I think Joel Lockboard's pretty good. Number 1. Number 2, Ritual Beast. This card is a turn skip on Ritual Beast. Obviously, if they draw Shifter, you can't use this. No big deal. We can kind of play around Shifter, but this is a turn skip for one entire deck that's going to definitely see play. Against a mirror match, depending on their hand, it's also a very good card. I just think Joel Lockboard's a phenomenal card. I think a lot of players are undervaluing this card, and that's the reason why I'm playing 3. I mean, I play at the YCS. This card itself has turn skipped at YCSs. Also, Joel Lockboard in combination with Nibiru. Once again, it's a turn skip. Why would you not want to play a turn skip so you can reset your Lockboard and win the game? It just blows my mind like how good this card is. Seriously, test it out. It's a very good card. A lot of players are lacking on it. DD Crow. So I used to play Ghost Spell, and the reason why I played Ghost Spell was in order to counter our opponent's Bystials. I said if they play Bystials, I play Bell. They call by the grave, I play Bell. So I kind of counter what they're doing. Also, Bell is a counter in itself, and I'm kind of good to go. Well, why would I even go through that when I can just play a card like DD Crow? So DD Crow is insane. And actually, I have a third one. I just came in the mail today, but I'm only still going to play 2. But DD Crow is insane, and here's why. Because when you play against any Snake Eye variant, the only card you realistically need to hit in the Snake Eye... Oh, you have 2 options, actually. Ivy Masquerena, and you also can hit, well, Promethean Princess. You hit Promethean Princess against Snake Eyes, that deck is insanely weak. Like, it's really easy to beat that deck if you hit Prom Princess. So, I just like DD Crow for that by itself. Against a lot of decks, though, it's still really good. It's your sniper. And once again, even though I like Bell, there are a lot of players who are now like starting to play inadvertently to counter Bell. In game 1 even. And I'm seeing that like all over the place. You can watch videos on YouTube. People are playing around Bell in game 1. And Bell's kind of getting a little bit weaker because of that. So I think a card like DD Crow is a lot better. And I think a lot of players still don't have a really good answer to play around DD Crow. Because for the most part, that shit's the graveyard. DD Crow's a sniper. The rest of the hand traps are pretty much the same. A lot of builds, especially the 45 card builds, are playing anywhere between 14 to 16 hand traps. I think that's a very fair amount. I think it's really hard to play as much as a lot more, because the more you play, the less consistent your deck is. If you're playing pure, you obviously wanting to play the most consistent build. So I really do like hand traps a lot. Nibiru definitely coming back into the main deck definitely is a huge improvement. Obviously, it works good with the deck itself, but come back to the main deck with cards like Draw and Lockbird, it's massive. And also, I mean, there's times when Nibiru, with like a lot of hand trap, can also be a turn skip. But Nibiru and Draw and Lockbird have just been insane for me, and I really think you guys should definitely check it out. Looking at the rest of the deck, I don't think that much of a change. My buddy, who actually comes to my locals every now and then, is definitely talking about playing Instant Fusion. He's right, it works really good. For the most part. I think I'm the one that misplays with Instant Fusion, to be honest with you, but it works really good. And the rest of the deck's the same. It's a 45 card deck. I mean, the deck's really consistent, really good. For opening combo, I almost always want to open the combo up with, obviously, the lock itself. I used to always love going for the trap, and I just go like this. And your ideal opening board is going to be something basically like this. This is your ideal opening board. And then you either, from my experience, have a Saravis in hand, or you have a Saravis on field. So this is like you get like either one of these. Let me move it like this. You get like either one of these, and then you have like this in hand or this on field. So it's kind of the same thing. Now, I mean, depending on if you want to proc Blessing. Sometimes I also go into Dynamundo here as well. A lot of players are scared to go into Dynamundo. I feel like you just cannot be. Depending on your deck, if you're playing against Senpai, obviously going to Dynamundo is a terrible idea. Majority of the time, unless you guarantee they don't have an answer, or you have a way to counter their answer. But for the most part, I don't go to Dynamundo against Senpai, just because it's really bad. But for the most part, like you go Dynamundo here with this, and it's basically a full board. And once again, this is enough to not break your opponent's board, to not slow your opponent down, to make him have less resources to not kill you. If they can't kill you the next turn, you can definitely kill them, because if they stop this board, they still have to deal with Blessing and Barrier, which almost every deck in the game cannot deal with, as well as Radiant. So that's something in testing that I find that's really been working out a lot. I still want to test more of this deck. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but definitely works really well. I love the hand trap lineup. I think a lot of players are not respecting DD Crow. They're not respecting Nibiru. I played it at the YCS, and one of the guys I played one of the rounds, he went like standby phase, main phase. I was like, all right. And then he was like wanted. And after wanted, he stopped, I'm like, draw. And then he just scooped and showed me like he had like bonfire. It was a weird hand, like ash bonfire. I was like, what are you doing, dude? Like, your hand was insane. But anyway, it's just a really good card, like I said, guys. Definitely test it out, especially with Nibiru. Our deck's actually one of the few decks in the game that can get so much value from Nibiru. Why would you not want to play it in this with something like Draw and Lockbird? So once again, guys, that's my deck, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'm going to try to definitely play more and try to make more videos. I'm still learning the deck. I'm still trying to, like, perfect all the lines, all the combos. Definitely still trying to learn my opponent's decks as well. So, really hard. And I had to move my camera a little bit higher so it shakes a little bit, as you can see over here. It is what it is. But I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. It's your boy V. And you boys also have a great day.